Hi and welcome. Today I'm sharing how I did the watercoloring in this birthday card, and it's quite a long video. So grab a drink, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy it. I have already stamped my image on watercolor paper with Gina case barely there ink, and my idea is to do a no-line watercoloring, and also I left the stamp in my stamping platform so that I can heat emboss the image in gold, which I end up not doing, but that was my original idea. I have selected just 4 colors. I haven't had the chance to play much with this watercolor, so I wanted to go simple. First, I wet a little bit the paper, mainly where the image is, and I start dropping colors, just the leftovers that I have on my mixing palette. A little bit of green where the green parts are, and I'm cleaning my brush and dabbing the edges to smooth them out. And also I'm adding blue to the roses, and again I'm just spreading the color so I won't get any harsh lines. And then I leave the panel to dry. Once it's dry, I come in with a bright blue color, just a really light wash, and I cover the whole rose bud, and with a clean clear water I'm softening the edges so it transitions nicely into the background. And I will do the same for the big rose. I have sped up this video like 1.5 or 2 times in different areas, and I have also cut out the repetitive parts. And anyway, I'm not an artist and I'm still learning the watercolors, so I can't give you many tips or teach you how to, but I can show you what works for me. So here I have the emerald and also green colors mixed with water, and I start with the leaves, adding first the green, then a little bit of the emerald wash, and I will do this for all of the leaves just to give them some base color. And my idea is to have half of the leaf with the emerald and the other half with the green. And I'm not thinking much about any perfect blending. I'm just enjoying the process, and also adding a dab of more concentrated color here and there, and of course rotating the paper so it feels more comfortable. And the good thing about the watercolors is that you can always go back and add more color and details, and that's why I'm starting with light washes. once I'm happy with how it looks and always dry, I will add a bit more color to this rosebud. And I'm not gonna make you watch the entire thing. I'll just show you a little part. So first I'm wetting the middle petal, just using clear water, and now a little bit of bright blue, spreading it out with a damp brush, and adding a dab of indigo to the darkest parts, like at the base and where two petals overlap. Now I will move on to the big rose, and I again wet first one petal, drop a tiny bit of the bright blue color, spread it a little bit and add the indigo, and then moving on to another petal which is a little bit further away so the colors won't bleed together. And of course going back to the rosebud where needed and adding a few more touches, or if it's too much of a color then just using clean damp brush to take it away. And I won't be showing you more just because it's repetitive. Here is the first layer and all is dry and the rose starts coming to life. Now I'm switching to a smaller brush. I think this is size 2. And I will repeat the previous step. So again I'm wetting in the first petal from that little bud, adding a bit more concentrated bright blue, and I'm trying to have some highlight at the center so that the petal looks curved. And here I'm adding the indigo around the edges and helping the pigment a little bit move with my paintbrush, and just going back and forth until I like it. And here I will speed it up a little bit. For the other small petals I do the exact same thing, first wetting and dropping color, and again if it's too much of a pigment I take it away with the paintbrush. And I had to take a look at the stamp just to make sure I'm covering a petal, not part of the stem. And fast forward, here is the rose. I will be working a bit more on the leaves, and again I'm wetting the first one, And I'm not using too much of water. I still want some kind of controlled way of coloring. And here I'm dropping on the left side from the emerald, and on the right side a little bit of the green, and these two colors will blend together where they meet. And here with a clean damp brush I'm just moving the pigment and also taking away from the center. I want the central area to be highlighted, and I will do the same for the rest. And when I need to lift from the color, can also use a paper towel. And here, fast forward, I'm showing you how it looks after I have painted the rest of the leaves. Now I will add more details to the rose. Now I'm taking from the indigo and I'm outlining most of the petals, mainly on the darkest areas, just so they stay more defined. Also here at the center of the big rose, and on every place where petals meet, just gently making lines and curves, just following the lines. In reality, it didn't take me too long to paint this floral, probably hour and a half, and I think it took me longer to decide how to finish the card. And it feels like I haven't been watercoloring much during the last year. I was focusing more on the Copic markers, but I think I will try to watercolor more often now on. Just few more finishing touches, and I will do one more layer for the leaves. And this time I'm mixing the two greens together with more water, so it's quite light consistency, and I just go over the whole leaf and soaking up some of the color where it feels too much. And I will do this for all, and again trying to have the central highlight. And here is all finished. And now I will just show you what I used for the card. On another piece of watercolor paper, I ink blended a little bit of broken china and Evergreen Bough distress inks, and I took this die from Tonic Craft kit and I die cut the piece of golden cardstock. I will add the sentiment from this stamp set, which is in Finnish, because this is a birthday card for my daughter's great grandma who likes blue and gold. And I will also die cut a frame, golden frame, to go around the rose. And here is the finished card. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, please hit the like button and let me know what you think. Have a nice day. Bye!